I'm working on a super fast, very nutritious, super flavorful dinner. I'm taking out some Spanish chorizo that I've browned in the bottom of a soup pot. We're making a black bean soup with chorizo up on top. So into the bottom of that pot, we're now going to add a large onion, Spanish onion, chopped, a few cloves of garlic. I just use these little hand graters because it makes such quick work where you can finely chop it. And then I'm going to use a couple of Serrano hot peppers, hot chilies. And you can use Serrano, or if the store doesn't have them, jalapenos are fine too. It's a medium heat level. And you know, when you're working with hot peppers, the heat lives in the ribs and the seeds. So you can tone that heat down a lot by pulling out the seeds in the ribs before you chop it up. If you want a super smoky soup, you could choose a chipotle and adobo pepper instead. That's a smoked jalapeno pepper and vinegar and spices. Those are super hot and very smoky. I'm still going to get a little smoky flavor to mine because I add some smoked sweet paprika to the soup. Grab a spoon here, spoonula. Give that a stir in the drippings from the chorizo. Let it start to cook up. And then season it up with a little smoky sweet paprika. Half a palmful will do you. If you don't like smoky flavor, of course, you can just use regular paprika. While that's working, we're going to make the topping for our soup. Some nice ripe avocado that I've doused with some lime juice to slow down the oxidation of the avocado and to add a little tang to our topping. We're going to make an avocado sour cream to mix into the soup when we're done. And you know, if you have friends coming over to watch a football game or, you know, for a movie night or something, this is a nice change up from chili. And as I said, it's pretty cheap and cheerful. There we go. Throw a couple of avocados down into the food processor. About a cup of sour cream. And then a handful of your choice of either flat leaf parsley, which goes beautiful with Spanish cooking, or some cilantro. You can use a mix of the two, whatever you like. And you end up with this really groovy green topper. Let her rip. And once you get this all done, you're going to need the food processor again, because we're going to thicken up our soup by putting half of it back into the food processor and then stirring it back into our soup pot. So what we're going to do is get as much of this out as possible. You can give it a quick rinse if you want, but it really won't make any difference to the soup because, hello, it's black. So make your green sour cream first. You'd add 3 cans of black beans and a quart of chicken stock, or if you're going to make this without the chorizo and go vegetarian, you would, of course, substitute vegetable stock. You mix all that together and it'll look like this guy over here. So you let that come up to a boil, reduce it down to simmer, and then carefully put a trivet or a pot holder right next to your food processor. Slide the soup off of the burner. Bring it on down. Don't overfill your food processor because it could spatter and leak while you process it. So just take a couple of ladles at a time. You're going for mostly the beans here because you want to make a thickening agent for your soup. You want the soup to get a little more texture to it. Pop this in here. Throw the lid on. And process it. And then, I don't know which one to put down first. They're both so cute. Our accessories. We have our green sour cream. Green because it's filled with avocado and parsley or cilantro and lime juice. I know, it's so fancy looking. And then a couple pieces of crispy chorizo scattered around the bowl. I know.